What's up, Waves Capital? It's Royce Jacob, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about why I believe Meta is clearly the best mega cap stock trade in the entire market right now, for a multitude of reasons, which we will, of course, be going over. We'll kick it off by discussing the introduction of Meta Verified, Meta's new subscription service to become verified or get that good old blue check on the Instagram and Facebook platforms. We will then quickly reflect on some of the AI or artificial intelligence progress that Meta is making and how they plan on implementing this revolutionary technology that we've been talking about so much over here into their suite of products. And, of course, I will talk about how I'm trading Meta and some of the very, very promising price targets and technicals that I'm currently seeing on the charts right now. Okay, so that's the video, you guys. As always, we have to kick it off with the fundamentals, and then we'll dive into the fun stuff, talk some price targets and whatnot. But let's get to reading. Before we do, as always, please let me know in the comments down below, are you trading Meta? Are you excited about Meta? And, are you going to buy that blue check? So, introducing Meta Verified, a subscription bundle to help you establish your presence on Instagram and Facebook. This was just rolled out in the US a few days ago. Once again, thankfully, thank God I did not pay that $15,000 a year ago to stop all these bot accounts with a black market blue check mark, because that's a big thing, you guys, especially in some of the circles that I've seen. So thank God for that. And this is my primary argument as to why Facebook, Meta, Instagram, the whole umbrella is about to print cash. Cash is about to rain on the Meta umbrella right now. Okay. So establish your presence on Instagram and Facebook. You guys can pause and read over this if you want, but pretty much you just need, an account with proper credentials somewhat. You need a government issued ID. And again, you guys can read that if you want. But again, this is so clearly going to be a cash cow for Meta in my mind. Again, activate your Meta Verified subscription for $14 a month, $14.99, $15 a month, sorry, or $12 if you're just using Facebook on your web browser. The reality of this is I can't imagine. Actually, I don't know. Facebook, I haven't been on Facebook personally in like 10, 15 years. It's only been Instagrams for me since like 2011. So regardless of Facebook, because I don't have enough anecdotal evidence there, I can say with confidence that Instagram is going to be blockbuster. Like the numbers that these blue checks are about to pull in for Meta on solely the Instagram front, just again, understanding culture, understanding the fact that a blue check is a status symbol. It is a luxury good in a sense. This is going to be probably one of the best and low overhead decisions that Meta's ever made, because giving people blue checks and scanning, government issued IDs, that's something that has been, so many companies like KYC, know your customer, just basic technological stuff that so many companies have been implementing for so long. So it's not like this is a new technology. It's not like this is, requires a whole lot of overhead. And once again, just to wrap this up, it's so clear to me that this is going to be a massive, massive cash cow for Meta. Okay, so that is the blue check. Next is AI. And as you guys know, AI, cultural zeitgeist. We got C3 AI on absolute fire on Friday. You'd love to see it. Wave 2 is pretty much locked in my mind. Probably be making a video on that over time. But of course, the newsletter guys, we're keeping up every day. Veritone as well. Veritone showing a lot of promise, a dark horse. But back to Meta. Let's talk about their AI products. We'll just go over some key points. We won't dive in deep here, but just to remind ourselves of why Meta is also an AI play on top of, again, this profit puppy that is Meta Verified. Meta will create a new product group inside of the company focused on generative AI, a new set of techniques that allow computers to generate text, draw pictures, and create other media that resembles human output. Okay, so that's great, you guys. Again, You can go look up this article for yourself. Just type this in, you'll find it. But again, you guys, Meta is not only going to see some fundamental momentum, and this will 100% be reflected in their earnings report. I believe it's on April 27th, I think. So late April, they're going to announce earnings. This is so clearly going to be reflected in those earnings. And on top of that, they do have, again, just the general hype and just general cultural momentum for technically being an AI company. Even if you read some of these CNBC Pro articles that I stumble across talking AI, Meta's mentioned in almost all of them. So good news on multiple fronts, and the price targets are looking, the technicals are looking amazing as well, definitely reinforcing some of the price targets that I've had in place for a while, on top of already what's been a very, very successful trade for Waves Capital. So I'm excited about what's to come for Meta. I quickly want to read over just a little excerpt I wrote on Meta in Friday's newsletter, in my most recent newsletter, as we close out the month of March, because you guys, April is about to be blockbuster. We have so much on the horizon. Bitcoin, again, Riot, Render, of course, C3 AI and Veritone. And I'm just super pumped for our positioning right now, and just what's ahead for Waves Capital in the month of April. So let's read through this, and then we'll talk the fun stuff, talk some price targets. Okay, so we finally got that bluey. It's about time. And I can confidently say that I've had to report at least 25 to 30 imposter, it's just bot accounts, these crazy parasitic, accounts that I'm assuming scammers in whatever third world country or offshore country are creating these accounts with some pretty impressive software as well, because it directly mimics my whole page. I'm sure some of you, if you're active on Instagram, have gotten these, but I'm glad that hopefully this finally deters them and discourages them entirely from making these, because it has been annoying for the better part of 2 years. Okay, so anyway, got the verification. That's good. Really, again, keeping that flywheel going, because I'm heavily invested in Meta, heavily trading call options on Meta, and I'm feeding that fire. So technically speaking, Meta looks amazing. As of today, we've broken and closed above the line of short-term resistance. So, we'll just start jumping in right now. And you guys, before we talk technicals, because we're just going to close it out with some sick price targets, if you guys do want to join Waves Capital, if you want to trade with me on a daily basis, if you want to know exactly how I'm trading call options on Meta, if you want to know how I'm hedging, if you want to know which call options I have on AI, on Veritone, when I'm taking profits, how much profits I'm taking, that's the first link in the description. Complete portfolio. You get that whole breakdown. You get my daily newsletters. You get my trade alert newsletter, the macro analysis newsletter or trade analysis newsletter, where I dive deeper on my trades and rationalize my trades following the alert as soon as I make those trades. Along with, again, the price targets newsletters that I send out every day as well, where we cover charts on our favorite names. All of this, $15 a month. Or $40 for every 3 months, completely up to you. You can even try it free for 7 days. If you don't like it, just peace out. But I trust you guys will be sticking around, and I'm excited to see you guys on the inside. Welcome to the winning team in advance. Okay, so that's that, you guys. Again, first link in the description. Appreciate it if you check it out. If not, though, no worries at all. Let's talk some technicals, and we'll zoom in here quick to talk about the shorter term, and then we'll zoom out to talk about why things can get really, really exciting. Okay, so today we've broken and closed above that line of short-term resistance, only 1% or 2 away from macro resistance. Okay, so as you can see here, there's no real point in referencing this. So just to close that out on the charts, you guys, Meta has broken above short-term resistance. This is very, very good news. Obviously, from a short to medium term time, when you're talking about a short to medium term time horizon, on top of a break of this line of short term resistance that has been in play since the beginning of February. So 2 months now, this line of resistance has been in play. Close the daily candle, close the weekly candle, even better above this line, with the 1D, the daily stochastic RSI curling up, and the daily RSI back above its exponential moving average, which is this cyan line, is back above that white, the skinnier white line right there. These are very, very good back end indicators on top of, just your run of the mill stick figure indicator that is a break of the line of resistance. So from here, a move up to test. Let's actually just get rid of this because that might get annoying. We can put that back later. We are quickly approaching Meta's line of absolute resistance. And for all of the technicals out there, for all the technical traders out there, for all the tech heads out there, this is a huge, huge deal because every trader on the planet is eyeballing this line. And if Meta, as of Monday's open, or at any point next week, I can say, just to play it safe, if Meta sees $220, or if Meta can appreciate by, like 5%, 4 or 5% from here, from current levels, that would constitute a break of absolute resistance, and that would shift that would signify a macro reversal to the upside and officially break the downtrend that Meta has been in since September of 2021. Okay, this is very, very huge news, and given just the trend of everything, given the optimism that I have around the greater markets right now, especially AI stocks, especially growth tech, I think Meta will almost certainly break this line of resistance. And when it does, I think we will see at least a 17 to 18% move up to test the bottom end of this gap range that has been untested since February of 2022. So over a year. I think this gap will finally be filled. My gap target for Meta is $250 to $290. And I'm excited to ride these waves with all of you in the case that you're positioned like I am. Once again, you guys, if you want to trade with me on a daily basis, day-to-day basis, that's the first link down below. And, cheers to what the month of April has in store for Meta and all of our other very, very exciting AI plays. Okay, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll talk to you in the comments downstairs. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.